Rhymes. He was in Miami this past weekend at the Revolt Music Conference, and he starts getting into this fight with just this random person. The video starts. I don't know what the argument is like happening, but you see Busta like looking at this guy, and he goes, and like you can see like spit gets on his face because the guy wipes it and then puts his hand on Busta, and then that's when Busta loses it. Yo. Pushes him, there's N-words going.
Thank you, King. Okay, perfect. Come on now. Yeah. Love you very much.
Busta Rhymes, the hip-hop icon known for his explosive energy and lightning-fast flow, is now caught in a storm of controversy. And at the heart of it all is none other than Diddy. As disturbing footage circulates and unsettling allegations resurface, fans are forced to reevaluate everything they thought they knew about the rap veteran. Busta, the voice behind anthems like Break Your Neck and Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, has always been larger than life, dominating the scene since the 90s with wild visuals and unmatched charisma. But now, whispers of his ties to the darker corners of the industry are getting louder. When Diddy's arrest sent shockwaves through the music world, all eyes turned to Busta for a response. What came next stunned everyone. No outrage, no denial, just a cold, dismissive. I have no comments on Diddy's arrest. People should give him privacy.
There has been so much going on in the music industry and the headlines pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations, and the things that are coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. When that time manifests, then, you know, we'll speak about this, hopefully when that time comes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, you know, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this.
And it's incredibly sensitive.
It's extremely sensitive, and I think that people don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is, because an opinion can detrimentally affect someone short-term and long-term. And I just, from my own learning experiences and being through, you know, none of us are exempt from going through challenges and obstacles and trials and tribulations, some are way more intense and extreme than others. But I think at the end of the day, as we go through these things, we learn from them, and we also got to learn how to help people get through them. And that's the angle in life that I like to approach things from, because I know if any one of us is going through challenges in general, we do want some sort of help and guidance and support to not make those mistakes again.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, like, it got a little out of control. But a lot of the times when people are going through things, you gotta respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're gonna deal with the things that they're going through, you know, and I just wanna see.
That one statement lit the internet ablaze. Why was Busta protecting Diddy instead of backing away like everyone else? What was he hiding? The silence spoke volumes, and suddenly, the floodgates opened. People who once admired his wild performances began exposing old rumors and alleged encounters tied to Busta's own bizarre behind-the-scenes lifestyle. In a flash, admiration turned into suspicion. Fans were no longer cheering, they were questioning everything.
Everybody knows what a rainbow is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what the sky can bring. It brings rain, it brings the sun. Like, you understand what life is too, you know? So for me to know that you have a great, you know, Raymond Harvey is Busta Rhymes, this is his real name. Anybody can get on Facebook and look up Raymond Harvey and be like, yo, that's Busta Rhymes, yo, with no wig on. And be like, yo, wild out, you're on your own time, but this is information that you allow me to give to the people.
Let me finish. This is the father of the joint venture deals, the label deals,
That's right.
the production deals.
That's right.
This is the father. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna big up Dallas Austin because he pulled this all up. But when he did it, it was the complete shifting of the climate. We ain't never seen it before, the same way. There's been a lot of greatness after, but they added to the floors of the skyscraper. He designed the foundation for that skyscraper to stand on.
Rhymes came out, you know, telling people to mind their business when it comes to Diddy, right?
You gotta realize that Busta Rhymes and anybody in the industry could say what they wanna say and speak on what they wanna speak. They got a right to do that. Just like we got a right to. He can't tell nobody not to say this, not to say that, when he has the right to say what he wanna say. And I guess that's why people coming out on Busta Rhymes saying he's zesty now, because he made comments like that. But I've been around Busta. I know Busta Rhymes. I don't never know him for being like that. But I don't know what other people see, and I'm not gonna speak on that, because I don't care about that. See, a lot of people, you know, if that's all he could give to the people, then that's all he giving to the people. But not one time, you know, did he speak on his relationship with Diddy? Has he been to the Diddy party? Has he been to the after party? Did he say, well, I've never been to an after party, so y'all gotta wait to speak on, y'all gotta wait to see what they talking about before y'all speak on something? I can say I've never been to an after party. Have I been to the front door of the party? Yeah. Have I been to the after party? Nah, never.
Never been to the freak off, son. I mean, since I've been knowing you, I mean, you've been consistent about that. So, you know, I believe you, man.
I'm not accusing nobody, but if you look at the way Justin Bieber look at Puffy, he hates that nigga. He hates that nigga. That man's face ain't just dropped soon as he wanted to go get a wife. That man's whole face, that's some medical. That man young and healthy, man. But he know, he terrified. You remember when I said a lot of people happy you locked up right now, Puff? He's one of them. That's why I'm speaking. He's one of them. One of the people that you terrified who couldn't get from under your claws. That's why Puffy trying to help me get back out here. He know. These want to see me fall. They want to see this. They been waiting on this. He know how many people been waiting on this. His kids know. They feeling it. Nobody calling. Nobody trying to, you know what I'm saying? And all the people that was trying to be my friends. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody calling, offering no help. Ain't nobody calling. All of, I see all these in the new Busta Rhymes and all. Man, shut up. How you know I got love for you, Busta? But y'all shut up, man. I'll just shut up. Talking about we making the case worse. We ain't making the case no worse. This bad. You trying to protect yourself. I was Puffy up. Puff, go out with a blazing fire, cause the world need to know. Go on that stand and say, this bigger than Nino Brown. You hear me? This bigger than CMB. I need you to go on the stand and go all out if you gonna go on the stand, cause if you go on that stand and talk anything else, Puffy, and try to convince us.
Hip-hop insider Big Homie CC didn't bite his tongue. In a shocking revelation, he claimed Busta Rhymes hosted secret gatherings where unsettling things allegedly went down. Even more disturbing, Busta reportedly called himself one of the fun guys, a cryptic label that sent chills through the fanbase. Now everyone's wondering, what kind of fun was he talking about? And was it the same twisted kind that dragged Diddy into the spotlight?
Oh yeah.
Some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it over here. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things. You feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan. You feel me? Like every cookout she playing it. All his little fast rapping, all of that. Him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, I never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was this little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? Bro, this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, bro. If you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know this.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How can we think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people, it's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna kill you guys, bro. Like, when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different. Nobody wants to kill these entertainers like that, bro. Like when I do my threat assessment, there's never an immediate threat of danger. It's never a situation that they're gonna tell me, oh, this person wants to murder me, this person wants to bring harm on me. It's never like that. Them type of people be normal guys. So, I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around like, man, did he just say that? Man, you got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that. He was shocked. But man, you ask, bro, anybody that's in the mix, bro, like you know, bro. Most of these dudes, bro, putting on a major act. They don't want to be themselves.
Crazy.
They'll get mad at you for buying bottles of champagne to get a girl. They'll get mad, oh, we don't want these bottle rats in our section. What are we here for? Why are y'all here then? What are y'all here for? Just because y'all got booked to be here, okay, but sometimes they not booked. They just in there. So, and what they looking for, it ain't gonna be what you thinking of. Oh, God.
As if things weren't already spiraling, creepy videos of Busta Rhymes began flooding social media. Clips showed him acting bizarre, invading personal space, and making people visibly uncomfortable. The unsettling behavior, once brushed off as eccentric, now felt like red flags fans could no longer ignore.
Why you smelling like a bunch of money? You smelling a bunch of money, nigga. Watch for the rest of the show. Okay. Where the you going?
I'm flying. You see me?
You going to walk to the money with this fly? Let's go. I'm Prince tonight. Purple rain, purple rain.
Yo, if we try to we could be somewhere to come. As long as you're around me, I swear that it's just fine. I'll bet you we could take some time. Go anywhere, I don't mind. Only want some time. And there's only one you can hide. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I had a beautiful aunt by the name of Aunt Pat. She's my dad's oldest sister. She left Jamaica sometime in the 80s and came to Toronto, Canada. She passed away a couple of years ago. But I just wanted my Aunt Pat to know that I am going to properly represent her here in Toronto. And I'm going to properly represent my dad here in Toronto. The way we're supposed to represent the thing as yard people, because my family, they're my Jamaican people. So rest in peace to Dad, rest in peace to Aunt Pat. Big up to all of my yard people, them were spread out amongst the whole Toronto, Canada. Everybody from Toronto.
Then, things took a darker, more twisted turn. Because when Orlando Brown enters the conversation, you know it's serious. The former child star, infamous for his wild, yet oddly accurate, celebrity claims, dropped a bombshell involving Busta. In a resurfaced video, Orlando flat-out claimed, Busta had it with him. The vague but deeply unsettling remark sent fans into a frenzy, igniting speculation that Busta might share the same disturbing tendencies now associated with Diddy.
So, I got my God damn.
Your whole life like, are you serious?
Oh God, damn. It's only one. It's one, bro.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. That she needs to figure that out.
So that nigga lady then?
No, that man.
But how he got coochie?
Bro, this is our world, you know?
Yeah.
We can do what we want with our money.
So he
come on. No, he's none of these names you call him. He loved me while he loved me. And only I can, just like Diddy. The same thing with Diddy. They loved me while they loved me, bro. Period. And I know it's them. I'm not trying to be no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they bomb his, they switch into the little mode, they go morphing, they bomb his, my
I said morphing. So hold on, wait.
Them my, bro.
So you smashed him? You smashed him when it was a girl?
I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That one from trying to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. What's his name?
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
As the allegations snowball, fans are starting to piece things together. Was Busta Rhymes hiding in plain sight all along? The idea that he used his loud, over-the-top persona as a smokescreen is gaining traction, with many now questioning if he's been quietly involved in the same dark behavior that's finally catching up to Diddy.
I've definitely seen quite a few people not too happy about your story about Busta Rhymes.
Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. Nobody have said anything. But now when it come to him, Bro, I got DMs, bro, from a lot of people in high positions, celebrities. They all got stories about food. And they want me to tell them on here. I'm like, no. You go tell what you gotta say if you wanna say it. I'm just telling my story. I'm just saying what I seen in my perspective. You see what I'm saying? From what I saw. But bro, there's one dude right now. He a big jeweler. A big jeweler. And he said something happened 20 years ago with dude. And he tried to tell people about it, and it got him ostracized. They were saying he was a hater and everything. He said, how y'all gonna tell me this happened to me? He was me. Just know, bro, like when it comes to certain things like this, it's a lot of people that who hold weight. They want me to tell stories that they experienced with them. I ain't doing that though. I may have some of them come on the podcast or something. Now I am gonna have the guy who got the case against Dwight Howard. He gonna come on the podcast and talk. That's gonna be interesting. Because, you know, he hit me up thanking me. He's like, man, he felt more courageous. You feel me? He felt like he's not alone no more. Because, you know, he speak about dude like he a monster. You know what I'm saying? He showed me like the threats he was receiving and things like that from him. So like, you know, I'm getting a lot of support though, bro. Like the support I've been receiving, it really changed my whole life. Cause like working this job, bro, like it eat away at your soul, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause you can't really date like that. You feel me? And then you gotta keep so much a secret. You know what I'm saying? And like normal ladies feel insecure because you always around these models, these ladies who got all this surgery. They feel insecure about that. And it's like, you know, most ladies barely met a man they can really trust. So like, when you live in this lifestyle, bro, it's a lonely path, bro. You feel me? That's why I be so thankful for my family, like my mom, my brother, my homie Unknown, dude got like my brothers, you feel me? Like my members. You need that because like, bro, so many people was shocked at some of the things I was saying, but it's a lot of people who quietly in my inbox thanking me for speaking out about certain things. So you feel me? Like a lot of victims are reaching out to me, you feel me, buying shirts, bro, just sending me like I'll get like a $5, like a random $5 Apple Pay. Thank you for speaking out and all this type of stuff. I'm like, damn, okay. You know, a lot of people like especially like a lot of school survivors, man, they coming to me every day thanking me for speaking out about certain things, for protecting women and kids and stuff like that. You really like, this is just my crusade I always been on, bro. You feel me? So like, I'm not really concerned about no detractors or what they have to say, because if you got a problem, come get up with me.
And it doesn't stop there. A YouTuber recently came forward with a strange personal story about Busta Rhymes, claiming the rapper tried to pick him up for an event, then got oddly upset when he declined. The whole interaction felt off. Now, fans are wondering, was there something deeper, maybe even darker, behind that encounter?
It's one of my favorite artists, so I seen it as an opportunity, you know, to holler at him, politic with him, you know, build some type of relationship with him. You know, let him hear my music. He probably asked me what I do. I could be like, yo, I rap, you know, spit some bars for him. You know, I ain't know. But it was just like, I looked at it as an opportunity. You know, what's the chances of running into Busta Rhymes and he grab your hand and invite you up to his section? Now, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So I'm like, oh, word. So he lets my hand go. My boy standing there. You know, he stopped because he seen me standing there talking to him. He just was standing there. So when I leave, I walk to him. I'm like, yo, you know who that was? That was Busta. He was like, I know who it is. I'm like, that's Busta Rhymes. He was like, I know who it is. But he was acting a little funny. I was like, he just said we can come up in the club. Like, let's go to this spot. He was like, no, we not going in there. I was like, no, like, let's go here. Like, I don't want to go to this gay event. Like, we could go to this club. This is more popping. You know what I'm saying? Plus, Busta invited us in the section. You don't miss out on an opportunity like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care. He was like, nah, we ain't going up in there. So now I got an attitude. I'm like, well, we could go in there first and then we could go to this other party. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't want to go. You know what I'm saying? His boy steadily trailing behind, you know, his twin. And I'm like, wow, like, I felt some type of way because now I really don't want to go into this spot. You know what I'm saying? I only was going because that's where y'all wanted to go. Now I get invited to this club with Busta, so I want to go in there. He wasn't on it. So I'm walking behind, I'm like, Saudi, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I should just lead him and go up in the spot myself. But it was just like, my boy had all the money on. I'm going to keep it 100. Y'all know I keep it 100. My boy had all the money. He was paying for everything that night. And if I was going to go in the club with Busta Rhymes, I wanted him to go in there with me so he could splurge, buy us a bottle at the section. You know what I'm saying? You got to go up in there doing it right. You don't want to go up in there, you know, drinking stuff. So I'm like, let's go up in here and party. Let's, you know, same thing we gonna do at this spot, but in here. So I'm walking by, I'm like, yo. So I'm like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I gotta go in this spot. I'm not in a good mood. So I'm walking behind. He turns around and say, what's wrong with you? I'm like, man, like, I want to go in this club with Busta. Like, I could get on and, like, he invited us in this club. He was like, what you want from me? What you want me to do? I looked, I was like, a word? That's the type of time we on? He was like, what you need? What do you want? I'm like, damn, okay. Like, I kid to you not. He reached in his pockets, pulled out a whole bunch of cash, and threw it right in my face. His boy standing on the side looking. The money hit my face, fall down to the ground. You see 50s and 100s all on the ground. And I'm standing there like, salty as hell, embarrassed, disrespected. You just pulled out a wad of cash and threw it in my face. And he turns around and walks away, and I'm standing there, you know, the money on the ground. Lucky it wasn't windy, it was just, you know, I'm looking like, of course I picked the money up because I didn't want him to waste his money. I pick up the money and I'm like, wow. At this point, I'm really not in no mood to go in no club. You know what I'm saying? You just straight disrespected me in the streets.
Rapper Busta Rhymes is facing charges in an attack in Brooklyn. Police say the 52-year-old, whose real name is Trevor Smith, punched a man in the face numerous times.
So, what do you think? Will Busta Rhymes finally step up and confront these explosive allegations? Or will he pull a vanishing act, like so many others caught in the storm? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're rocking with this video, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next.